1. Heading: Layers of the Atmosphere. The seven heavens in the Quran. When you look up at the sky, what do you see? A blue expanse, perhaps a few clouds. But the truth is, beneath that sky lies a massive protective shield. A magnificent system consisting of 7 different layers, protecting you from deadly cosmic rays, meteors, and extreme heat. NASA discovered this fact in the 20th century, but the Quran stated this clearly 1400 years ago. Today, we will examine the 7 layers of the atmosphere and the surprising harmony between this and the concept of the 7 heavens in the Quran. The 7 heavens in the Quran. Allah Almighty states in several verses of the Quran that there are 7 heavens. In verse 12 of Surah Fussilat, he says, He arranged them in 2 days as 7 heavens and revealed to each heaven its task. In verse 3 of Surah Mulk, He is the one who created 7 heavens, one above another. You will not see any imperfection in the creation of the Most Gracious. In verse 15 of Surah Nuh, have you not seen how Allah has created the 7 heavens in layers? The phrase in layers is expressed in Arabic as tibakan, that is, one on top of the other, in layers, just like the structure of the atmospheric layers. Scientific discovery. Atmospheric layers. Modern science divides the atmosphere into 7 main layers. 1. Troposphere, up to 12 kilometers above the Earth's surface, the layer where weather events occur. 2. Stratosphere, up to 50 kilometers, the layer where the ozone layer is located, protecting us from ultraviolet rays. 3. Mesosphere, up to 85 kilometers, the layer where meteors burn up. 4. Thermosphere, up to 600 kilometers, the layer where the northern lights form and temperatures reach 2,000 degrees. 5. Exosphere, up to 10,000 kilometers, the layer where the atmosphere merges with space. 6. Ionosphere, the electrically charged layer that reflects radio waves. 7. Magnetosphere, the outermost layer formed by Earth's magnetic field, protecting it from solar winds. The discovery of these 7 layers became possible in the mid-1900s through space research. So how did the Quran know this in the 7th century? The concept of building and protection. In verse 22 of Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, He is the one who made the earth a bed for you and the sky a building. The word building means structure or construction. The sky is like a building made up of layers that protect us. In Surah Al-Enbiya, verse 32, We have made the sky a protected ceiling, yet they turn away from its signs. The phrase, protected ceiling, perfectly describes the function of the atmosphere. Each layer provides a different kind of protection. Troposphere, retains water, regulates climate. Stratosphere, blocks UV rays. Mesosphere, burns up and destroys meteors. Thermosphere, enables satellite orbits. Magnetosphere, deflects solar winds. If any one of these layers were missing, life on Earth would be impossible. Impossible knowledge in Arabian desert culture. Now a critical question. Where could this knowledge have come from in 7th century Arabia? No telescopes, no rockets, no space exploration, not even the concept of the atmosphere. For desert people, the sky was just a blue void. They used the stars for navigation, but how could they know that the sky consisted of 7 layers? Ibn Kathir says in his commentary, Allah created the heavens in 7 layers, each one above the other, with distances between them. Tabari's commentary states, Each heaven has different characteristics from the others, each with its own specific function. These scholars give the apparent meaning of the verse, but they do not know the scientific details, because the science of that time had not discovered this, but the Quran had already said it. Mathematical miracle. One more detail. In the Quran, the word sema, sky, appears exactly 7 times together with the word 7. And the phrase in layers, tabakalar halinde, also describes the structure of the atmospheric layers exactly. Where could a person 1,400 years ago have gotten this information? The answer is clear: revelation. In fact, in verse 12 of Fussilat, Allah says, "He has revealed to each heaven its function." He states that each layer has a specific function. Dear viewers, the Quran is not a science book, but it points to scientific facts. And every sign, every miracle, says this: this book is the word of Allah. The 7 layers of the atmosphere would be discovered thousands of years later. But the Quran had already described it. Every time you look up at the sky, remember, beneath that blue expanse lies a 7-layered protective shield. And it is Allah who created this shield and protects you. Allahu Alam. See you in the next video.